My name is Thomas Müller. I'm from Switzerland, originally from Zurich. I live in Zurich and work in Zurich. I studied architecture between 1988 and 1994 at the ETH in Zurich. Then worked for, maybe you know, probably you know Baumschlager and Eberle, that from Vorarlberg, and a small architectural office in Zurich. And then I went back to the school and I taught for about 5 or 6 years. And from there I changed to the Swiss Society of Engineers and Architects, where I'm working now for about 10 years. We also have always a discussion in Switzerland. What's the meaning of Baukultur? First of all, it is really a problem to translate it. We have the same problem. We live in Switzerland. In Switzerland we have 3 languages. We have French, Swiss German and Italian in the southern part. So in our country itself we have the problem to translate it because Italians don't know. They call it, normally they call it architettura, Baukultur, which for me is not the same. The French, they call it now culture du bâti. This is close, but it remains difficult to translate it in other languages, and even the translation in English, I would have to think about it. It's very difficult. But we didn't try to find another word in German because we think in German it is such a precise description for me of not just architecture, but of engineering and architecture both together, you know. It's like a description of all the people who work on building houses, building infrastructure, everything. And usually when we think about culture in Switzerland, we think about painting, we think about film, we think about theater. I mean, all the art sciences. But for me, and the reason how we understand it at the Swiss Society of Engineers and Architects, culture is more. Culture is bigger. Culture is how we live, how we speak, is our political system, it is our economic system. I mean, the basis, it says how we live. And I think how we live is, how do you say, the buildings of our society show very, very much, I think, in the way they are done, in the way they are constructed. They show very much the culture, our culture. As you can see, if you travel from France through Italy to Switzerland to Germany, the architecture changes a lot because it has to do with the culture. And that's why I think Baukultur is such a beautiful word, because it makes that, you know, it shows that it has to do with our culture.